In this video, I'm going to go through my opinion on targets, entries, stop losses on gold, silver, EURUSD, pound USD, pound yen, USDCAD, and US oil. These are the commodities and the currency pairs you guys have been requested for. So I'm happy to do it. So let's go to the charts. I would start out with giving you the risk disclaimer. Trading Forex is risky, not appropriate for everyone. Past performance is not indicative of future results. Whatever money you've invested today can be lost tomorrow, so be safe out there. This video does not contain any investment advice, only my personal opinion, and is not to be seen as a professional advice. So cool, let's go then. For EURUSD, I have my system which contains of support and resistance. This is support in an uptrend, and as we call bullish. So I would say this market is bullish. Price is then more likely not to go higher. The other filter that I have is pivot points. I use monthly, weekly, and daily pivot points. These are the weekly pivot points. This is where I would look to sell. This is where I would look to buy. This is the green zone, that is my target. This is the green zone, that is the target for sellers. The thing there is, you then have to develop something called a bias. That is, every week you are either looking to buy or sell. It's up to you. You can choose, or you can do research on drivers of where the market will head next. That's up to you. But apart from that, I am a buyer on EURUSD or a seller on dollar. So I would only look for buy setups. For this week coming ahead, I see definite weakness in the lack of an uptrend. I also see the potential of us breaking 1700, which is the support. So for me, are we going down to 1600, 1500? Doesn't matter to me. The only thing that I care about is, do we hold 1700 and do we go above 120? See, prices over here, 120. Do we make a new higher high? If we make a new higher high, that means we have resumed the uptrend, and I really want that. In the meantime, I can look for buys here in this area. So for me, it's muted in the beginning. Okay, cool. So for buyers, I think have it cool. If you're a seller, if price comes up to 1850, give or take, you are then allowed to look for a sell down to 1650. So I gave you the potential entry, potential target. Stop loss should be above this high here, or if you have a sell up here at 1870, you should have your stop loss up here. Okay, I didn't give you a price, but I give you the area. So you should always have appropriate risk, so not more than 1% per trade. If you have $100, you should not lose more than 1 per trade. That means that you need to have larger account size than 100 to be within those reasons, be within those rules. You don't need to follow the rules, it's just a guideline that I want you to follow. Okay, so I would say buyer is hold, sellers can engage. Okay, sell, sorry. Cool, then we go to pound dollar. I'm still looking for buys, and yes, we can definitely go higher this week up to 132.80. Cool, but it's also paused. I'll also put out a pause here because it's not making new higher highs. That's amazing, that's cool. This is not amazing, and that's terrible. So are we then going to have like a troublesome down to 128 before going up? Okay, my support for bulls is at 130. So if price breaks 130 line, I'm saying I will wait for buying pressure to come back into the market. Might never get it, but that's what I want to see. So letting price come to me. And yeah, okay. So target for sellers should be down to 129.60, give or take. If you now break 130, I think it's going to have a larger breakout than just waiting at 129. So you should have your stop loss at break even at that point, and let's see where it goes. It's kind of up to the market. Let the market give it to you what the market wants to give to you. Gold for me is muted. It's uptrend, currently range bound on Friday and Thursday, so not really much to see. I see the tilt to the downside. I definitely see that. For those who are thinking, oh, this is going to be amazingly going up, you might have a difficult time ahead of you. I also believe that until September, we might be choppy, we might be going down, might be going up, and it might even be a bit choppy in September before it might rise again. So for now, and then 1 to 2 weeks, it might be choppy. Okay? It might be choppy. Choppy is no specific trend. So if you want to sell it, you can sell it down to this previous low here of 1880. Cool. It might go further. If you're a buyer, I wouldn't like this setup right now. I would rather wait. Wait for the market to give it as a sign that it's actually going to go up again. Okay? Maybe not what you wanted to hear, but also you can go down to the daily time frame and say, okay, cool, I'm going to do it. I'm going to buy. I'm going to buy. I'm going to buy. Cool. There is, of course, you can buy as much as you want, but I'm just saying that it might not give the fruits that you were looking for. Okay? Silver. Silver is in the same boat as Mr. Gold. A bit more elevated, I would say. A bit higher, I would say. Sorry. So gold is down here. Silver's up here. Has made a reasonable pullback. Failed to make a new high. That's a sell point, by the way. Also, the sell price for the week, sorry. Didn't really nurture a new low, but if you're a seller, you're still allowed to sell it. If you're a buyer, I wouldn't be too confident. Overconfidence can kill your account, and patience can also make you, if you have a new higher high here, cool, enjoy it. Back up to 120, up to 209, cool, no problem. But I would rather wait for that to happen and then catch the next pullback instead of forcing something that went down here and then went up again. Okay? See the difference? Waiting for your setups is better than forcing a setup and losing money. So sellers going down to 25. Cool. So 25 for sellers. I think we're still selling off. Okay, cool. The other part is I don't know where the future's going. I don't know where this is going. But what I do know is waiting for a ride. It is not clear at the moment. It's a bit cloudy. So take a step back. Pound yen, same as pound dollar, euro dollar. Kind of in the range, kind of going nowhere. Kind of muted. So I wouldn't. I did trade it in this area. Price coming back down, making a new high. That would be cool. Didn't. Got stopped out. Coolio. Nothing here. And then for us, we are just waiting for a resume of the uptrend. I also see the potential of this falling, and I would see throughout the week how it goes. So no specific targets for pound yen. It says maybe down to 137.50. If that's something for you, that's 100 pips down. Cool. But I also believe if we break 138, we are going for a fall, because that is where my stop losses are right now.
Okay, cool. USDCAD has hit targets. Was it for the month as well? Yeah, for the month as well. So this is kind of done, people. I don't know if you did take what I told you guys to do, but yeah, it's done, it's over. So from here on, it can do whatever it wants. Is that possible already? Well, we're 22nd of August, so it's not too difficult to understand that we might hit target early, and we hit target on 19th. Cool. So it can continue lower, it can go back up, and it can go sideways. We have Pandora's box open. I don't know which one is correct. I just know that something is going to happen. I just don't know which one. Here I can say, well, we're in downtrend, we're going to go lower. Quite straightforward. Here, not so straightforward. So for me, I wouldn't do much here. I would let it ride. Maybe see if you're a buyer making a new high pullback, take that maybe. But apart from that, not much in that. So I rather muted US dollar this week. Do you know why? Because we're waiting for September. I'm waiting for September, and September is going to be amazing. I hope so, at least. So if we have had an amazing August, last week of August, for that to not be amazing, okay. And you might also see that if you have 3 weeks up, 1 week down is quite reasonable. So you might have dollar bulls this week coming. You heard it from me. I have said for the past 2 or 3 weeks now that if price ever comes down here, I would be likely to buy it. It still hasn't happened. So I don't know what I'm going to do now. Still hoping for the plan. Still hoping for the plan. Because we haven't gone anywhere. We haven't made a new higher high. We haven't made a new lower low. What does that mean? That means range bound. That means no trend. That means no market for me. That means hands off. Okay? That means no interest for me. So what is going to happen next week? I need this to break. I need this to trend before I'm even going to bother it. Okay? Isn't that a very cool specific thing to do? Cool. So now I've said we might have dollar bulls next week. We might have yen bulls next week. But is it bulls or is it just profit taking US dollar? Not so sure. The other part is, if you want my help, I have a Discord channel down below. And also, if you need my help, please contact me so I can try to help you, because I want to help you also for free. Also to go through your trades so that you can become a better trader. That's all. So I will be live tomorrow at 19:30 p.m. GMT 2+2, which is Paris time and Berlin time, 19:30, 7 p.m. So be there and hang out, and we will have a lot of fun, and I will try to help you as much as I can. Okay, cool. I see you then.